something to Tenny Garagos' defense attorney. We also heard from Eddie Garcia. And Eddie Garcia was a security guard at the Intercontinental when that hotel incident that we've now all seen all over the media occurred, where Diddy is seen attacking Cassie. And he was the missing link. We kept hearing about this hotel incident. We kept seeing the video, but none of us really knew where they got this video from.
Yeah.
And we just, had to wonder where this videotape came from. And Eddie Garcia finally filled in those blanks for us, sharing with us that it was actually his supervisor who said, I'll give it to him for $50,000 when Diddy had his chief of staff, Christina Karam, calling him, coming to the Intercontinental, finding out his personal cell phone, calling him, looking for this video. And we hear this incredible testimony about him going to the west side of LA, meeting with Sean Combs himself, handing over what they claimed was the only copy of this video, and getting $100,000 in cash, how he doled it out amongst 3 people that were involved. And we see the evidence that he tells us that Combs kept referring to him as, my angel Eddie. And we see it in Sean Combs' phone in evidence as an exhibit that he saved it as my angel Eddie.
Eddie Garcia testified under an immunity deal, just like some of Diddy's former assistants did.
And the best part about this case that I think is so phenomenal to have you here talking with us is the jury's listening to the witness, seeing their body language, but they're also watching Sean Combs and seeing how he reacts to things and whether or not they believe his reaction or the witness.
Absolutely.
So just to kind of paint the picture for everyone who's listening, when you come in, the media has to sit in like the back 3 rows of the court, to the right, if you're facing the court. But on the other side of the aisle, closer up to just behind Sean Combs, there's an entire row dedicated to his family. So when you look over just a little to the left, what have you noticed as to who's shown up for Sean Combs' family and the reaction to some of this testimony?
So the first week, I think the first 2 rows that were dedicated to Sean Combs' support team were filled. Every mother of his child was there. Sarah Chapman was there. Dana Tran was there. We saw Misa Hilton there. We saw his 3 sons. We saw his 2 twin daughters, and we saw his daughter Chance. The only child of his that wasn't here is his toddler child, Love, that he has with Dana Tran. So the first week, we saw the entire family, Janice Combs. And then as the week went on, things started to trickle off. We know that his daughters had some things going on with high school and prom, so that's why they weren't there. But now it's basically Janice Combs has a standing seat in that courtroom. One day I saw Combs turn to his mother at the end of court, and he mouthed to her, "See you tomorrow."